Welcome back to Inscryption. We are on another run. Came very close to the end in the last one, but those mantises, man, when they do 9 damage a turn and you don't have things on the board to mitigate it right off the bat, that's rough. Anyway, I picked up a plant. I don't know what that's about. It's gone now, but apparently it means I didn't like the cards I was given. Let's go this way. I want to get to the carver. Oh. Interesting. It's a clover. Huh. I think this is my very first one. I think this is the one I had last time. And I think Casey has come up before. That's a very good set of abilities. But this is also nice. Let's go. The backs of the cards have changed too. That wasn't just for those. They've all changed. Huh. The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. She moved with a certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. Snakes? Huh. Well. 3 blood is something. This doesn't seem very useful unless I'm going to switch the head as well. You hunched down to place her offering in your pack. When you looked up again, the ancient woman had vanished. Right, so let's see. I don't like this guy. He's got quite the mouth. Huh. So this is porcupine. And the split strike. It is interesting. We haven't played with this ability too much, but because it means you have to play them in the middle. Otherwise you don't get full use out of it. Which means I can't really do that right now unless I want to play it in place of the stunted wolf. Interesting. Turn's gonna end anyway, so. Alright. Let's see what kind of deck we're gonna end up with. The monstrous grizzly. Its form speaks enough of its efficacy. Well, I do have squirrels with lots of blood this time around. I don't really like the shifting ability that the moose buck comes with. Let's go grizzly. Maybe we can buff it up to being even more monstrous. Huh. It's interesting because this is clearly supposed to have some relevance to what's going on in the narrative a little bit. This is one of our couple of animated cards with a personality behind it, and this is just, you know, neutral. Let's go nuts. Let's get real crazy. Because this basically means, depending on how I draw, as soon as I draw Grizzly, it's pretty over. If I made it fly, it'd really be over. You know, I don't love how this one questions me either. That was a mistake, though. He was actually correct. Oops. Well... this might be a quick run. Oh, fuck off. So I'm losing one per turn on this, but that's okay, because I need a hand. Oh, here we go. Now it's very, very over. Oh, wait a minute. No, I was underestimating how down I was. Okay. That's not what I meant to grab anyway, but that's fine. Gonna have a lot of opportunity to buy pelts. Whoops. Skipped over the description of the rabbit warren, but we've run into that one before. Okay. I think the black goat is completely redundant at the current moment. I don't think I'm going to reassign my carving, even though it's up next. It's one played. It's just weird. It's good fodder to attach to something else, I guess, but that doesn't even have the bonus of like the ants, or the ants of having the attack multiplier, or the... Oh wait, these give you pelts when they die, don't they? I think that's what it is. Still, I'd rather have flying right now. I'm still building the basics of my kit at this point. All right, so we've got an empowering flame. We've got the carving, which I'm not going to do, and we've got the ability switch. At the moment, my deck is not very large and I worry about running out of options, but the Grizzly is so powerful and we're so early on that I'm tempted to just go really nuts with it. So you know, the Raven actually has good stats and I don't want to sacrifice it. It might be interesting to have the Stinky ability on a flyer because it still affects the things on the ground. But having these other cards with nothing, no special attachments is kind of a bummer. The other problem being, as soon as I think the ability, as far as I'm aware, as soon as I give an ability to these things, they are ineligible to get another one. I can't do it again. So doing this too often, too early, means you attach mediocre stats to, or mediocre abilities, because those are the only things that you have early on. I think give that more thought next time. I think I like the Raven too much with its current stats. I don't want to get rid of it. Now let's see if that plays out in my favor. Well, we can play the Grizzly right off the bat. Oh, that was just a free win, wasn't it? Because it does... Wait, what is it? It does 4. So it did 8 from the start. It's kind of nuts. I mean, I can't empower it more with new abilities, so I can't make it fly or something. But if I keep my deck small... If I keep my deck small enough, it always wins. Which is kind of cheating. Like, huh. It's a very difficult gamble. Because, like, I could take the Raven's abilities, give them to the Stoat. I could sacrifice something else. I could intentionally burn cards at the campfire or something like that. Like, you know, let them get eaten. Just to keep my pool low so that I literally can't not pull the Grizzly. But that means as soon as there is a map layout with an obstruction or something like that, then I'm really up a creek and have very few turns to make my singular plan work, or it's over. It's interesting. I'm thinking differently about the game this time around because I'm really thinking less about is this card worth it and more about is this card valuable if I can transfer its abilities later on. Like, I made the mistake of transferring the evolution egg, the fledgling egg, or the fledgling ability rather, to another card before, which I believe did nothing. The sharp quills is useful, but it's limited. This could be a really powerful play if I can attach it to a powerful card in my hand. It's basically a trap card. Because this is a really crappy card. But taking its ability off and giving it to something with a lot of power, and then baiting the enemy. Well, I say baiting, but the enemy doesn't play very intelligently. It's by brute force, basically. Baiting the enemy into killing it in order to trigger something else to go in its place. That's a useful ability. I want to try that out at least. Your pack was full, but a small critter approached. Thank you. I do enjoy a pack rat. Alright, well, before we get to our friend the prospector, I think we'll take a little break.